So a lot of the things that were out quick was some of these letters that of course had to do with the Scrabble puzzle. Then there was a battery connected to this, and those were the instructions. Once they put the battery, they had to turn on this switch, would bring them to this circle right here. The 9-volt battery connected, and once they turned on the switch, it gave them that circle, so they had to add all the numbers. If they connected this code, over here you had game boards, and if they looked through, there was another player, and they had to find different things in all of these. The Mancala had the word R and a star with it, so they had to write that down. The checkers game had a flower with the word letter highlighted. The chutes and ladder would have shown them the 4 friends. However, LA and ST had 2 hearts, so that would have been last. The twister spinning thing had the word red highlighted with a happy face. Here were the 4 words they found quickly. They have 2 T's. You see the flower? It would make the word letter with the 2 T's and the flower. On the Monopoly board, on with the leaf was highlighted, which the leaf and the end that they found earlier would have been right there, and it turned on one of the lasers. Can't see it that good, but it would have highlighted. Just for this one, I would do this, make a circle on the 7, and that 7 was for that one, so they would put the 7 right here. Over here on the suitcase, if they opened it, they would have found a blank Scrabble piece and this code. So they would have to, over here on the backpack as well, there was another blank piece. So there was 2 blank pieces, and right here there was this one from Chutes and Ladder with the word BP. So they would have found already 3 of them, and as you could see, they had different colors. This picture frame, I mean, had a code as well, which with the pink dot, it meant it was the last thing they needed to open. Over here, pink dot, last combination. This word is missing an E, and I was telling them where the E was, so we would do that later on. Over the maze, there was a calculator and this little contraption with a balloon. However, the Uno card, as you can see, the U is blocked, so a lot of them would turn it on thinking something would happen. In the operation box, you had this sorry card, which had 2 magnets, so they would save that. So with what they had so far, they saw that this on the sorry board, and they knew that it had to be placed somewhere. But once they put it there, they knew it wouldn't do anything. They came over here as well. Nothing happened. But this one, this is what happened once they connected it. A laser would show from J crossing over to the number 2. So I told them to write that code down. The Battleship box had 2 of the board games. One had a ship, and as you can see, the players were there, so they would take this and compare it to this one, where you see the players were there as well. On Jam's board that they found in the Battleship box, there is a boat with 2 of the strikes already, but this one is missing, C10. So that was another spot for the missile, so they had to write that down. J2, G12, and C10 were the 3 coordinates. They would find this, the missile. It was telling them it's a missile. One of the missiles was right under the battleship. Inside the Sorry game board, had they looked around, they would have found this, which said D and C equals blank. And this flower box, it's not a board game, but had this code. Jam is 4 spots from winning. So there, it's telling them one of the names of the kids playing. And right here on the pickup sticks, when they opened it, there was another code inside. And there were stickers. So they knew quickly that the sticker had to do with this code. Over here, the dolphin is there again, and BP. So they were quick to figure out that BP was one of the kids' name, and he was from Chutes and Ladder. So it was saying BP was pulling the cat by the tail, and now he has a scratch on his forehead. So they had to write the number 78. So the code 78 plus this one was saying Jay put a band-aid on her puppy and now they are happy. Come over here and see the puppy with the band-aid, and now they are happy. So 42 and the little girl is right there. So once they added 78 plus 42, it would give them 120. It would take them to this combination lock, and they would put 120 here. 120 opens the lock. When they opened it, there were some goodies in here. A battery pack, his shift code, and this Candyland box. The battery pack would go right here. I would tell them to concentrate on this. DNC equals blank. So I would ask them, what is blank? And they said these were. So they were quick to say, oh, those are the letters D and C. So they would go back to their Scrabble game and look which ones were missing. They figured out that red was the letter, had the letter D and was missing. So they put it on the Scrabble piece. Red, and then the letter C was missing. Some caught on to this at the entrance of the escape room lock, and C has that little red like foot looking thing, and C was right here, which in turn would set this battleship box off and bring them over here to the number 9. So they knew to put the 9 right here. Now, I told them the PEMDAS, so 134 times 9 equals 1206 minus 7 equals 1199. They would come over here, get this black box, $11.99. We'll open this one. And here they have a few goodies. Another word sent by. This piece, and in the card box, the letter E. This one, Jam is 4 spots from winning. They knew blue. Jam was the color blue. They had to take this magnet to the sorry piece. And 1, 2, 3, 4. They would put it there. And now they had to wait a few seconds. That was connected to the battery, which was connected to this. And then another missile was here. So when they put it together, Jam will have his ship sunk by, and they needed to figure out who was the person sinking his ship. So that was Jam. So they needed to figure out her name. Some of them caught on to this, that Lainey, who was yellow, was on the twister board. And they already knew BP, Jam, J, so Lainey was the one missing. Once they figured that it was Lainey, they would come here, 4-letter word, and voila, open this backpack. Once it was open, of course, more goodies. You may move the shelf now. And inside the container was the letter A. So they already had the word red. All they were missing was last and R. So last, right here, and R with the star right there, which would open that. There they had this G12. This one was a bit hard for them, and I told them, where would you use that? Then they would figure out, oh, okay, with Battleship. So they wrote G12. You may now move the shelf, so they would move this. Get this. And here we see the pink sticker, the last combination. And it would say the last letter on the red lock is R. So with that, the pink opposite of lose, which was the code win, they would put it over here, win, and the last big code with the diagram, the last letter on the red lock is R, it would be winner. Here they would put the word winner, winner without an E, and it would open that last box. Once they opened it, push the 3 missiles down at the same time. This is the 3rd missile. So now we got 3 missiles. This was the last box, which was locked and they couldn't open. But here were the 3 missiles and the 3 coordinates. The instructions said press them down at the same time, and you would hear that click and it would open. Once it opened, the key was there for the last key lock, which was at the entrance of the escape room. And voila, they were out of the escape room.